Sip some probiotic tea with me while I tell you the 5 most common signs that your body is rejecting the man you're currently with. Disclaimer before we start, this video is for the girls, so if you're not a girl, please keep scrolling. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm not a medical professional. This is based strictly on research, personal experience, and stories I've heard from other women. That said, there are many changes that can happen in our body due to hormones, autoimmune diseases, pregnancy or childbirth, periods, and so on. So please don't take this at face value. It only applies if these changes started happening right after you started meeting this new guy or hooking up with him or getting intimate with him. Okay, let's get into it. The first sign that your body's rejecting this guy that you're currently seeing is increased acne. And the reason why increased acne is a sign that your body is rejecting the guy you're currently seeing is because increased acne happens when your stress levels rise. So if you feel calm around him, your stress levels should not be rising, and therefore your hormones should stay pretty balanced. But if you notice that every time after you leave him, you go back to your own house, you go back to work, or you go back to school, that you're starting to see these new pimples pop up out of nowhere, it's a sign that he's leaving you feeling stressed out and you're not realizing it, or you're blaming it on other circumstances or on your life situation. But if the only thing that changed between when you didn't have breakouts to when the breakouts started happening is this guy entering your life, then it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Again, your hormones fluctuate normally, so do mine. I get breakouts around my period, so don't take this at face value. Actually sit there and assess how many times after I see this guy do I break out. And if it's consistent, he's the common denominator. Eliminate him. Next, we got rapid changes in weight, appetite, or diet. Now listen, of course, when you get into a healthy relationship, you are going to gain more weight. Naturally, we just spend more time eating when we like each other's company. So that's normal. But I'm talking about in the dating phase. If you just met this guy and you notice that you're either gaining weight too quickly or losing weight too quickly, your appetite is decreased or your appetite has increased, and your diet has gotten worse and unhealthier, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Your body is trying to tell you that he is leaving you with a void. And usually the first thing that changes when we feel a void inside our bodies is our appetite. As a result, our diet changes, and as a result, our weight changes. Again, if you're pregnant or if you just gave birth, disregard this. I'm talking about in the first 0 to 90 days of meeting a new guy. If your weight rapidly changes, it's a sign that your body is rejecting him. Third on the list is your pH balance. Again, this is not a blanket statement, but if you notice that after the first time you get intimate with him, your pH balance is immediately thrown off, it either changes in smell or color or frequency of discharge, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Your coochie trying to tell you something, girl. Listen to your coochie. Moving on. Fourth on the list is changes in your period. If your period gets heavier or it gets longer, or it comes sooner or later than it's supposed to, it's a sign that your body's rejecting this man. If you use a period tracking app, it's going to be really easy to tell how soon these changes happen, but deep down inside, you're going to know. You're going to feel it, because all of us know how heavy our periods are, how frequent they're supposed to come, and how long they last. So if it's lasting longer, or if it's coming sooner, or if it hurts more because the flow is heavier, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but this is not a blanket statement, so please see a healthcare practitioner if this has been going on for a really long time. But if you notice that right after you start meeting a new guy, the next period that you get is different, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. And the last sign that your body's rejecting this guy that you're currently seeing is changes in sleep. And the reason why changes in sleep is a sign that your body's rejecting this guy is because when you're sleeping, that's when your subconscious mind is activated. So if you normally get good sleep, but you notice that after you start seeing this guy, you start sleeping too much or too little, or you wake up in the middle of the night from nightmares or just random thoughts and you can't fall back asleep, that's a sign. Because here's the thing, even if you're a typically anxious girl or you overthink a lot, when you meet someone that's actually right for you, they're going to be able to subconsciously ease those worries. So you're going to continue to get your normal sleep if you're dating a guy who's actually good for you. But if he's not good for you and you start getting disturbed sleep or weird nightmares, run, girl. Run. The last thing I want to say to you ladies is this. Our society has conditioned us to be completely detached from our bodies, but our bodies are massive indicators of how we actually feel about other people. You know that gut feeling. And if you're ignoring that gut feeling, all these other symptoms are going to start showing up, but you are going to classify them in your mind as thoughts that are related to different circumstances. The stress that you feel from your acne, you're going to blame on your job. The irregular period, you're going to blame on your diet. Your weight change, you're going to blame on the fact that it's cold outside and now you don't want to go for a walk. Meanwhile, the common denominator is this new guy that you just started seeing that you know deep down on the inside is not right for you, but you're just ignoring it. So this is your sign. This video is your sign to actually sit there and assess how do you feel about this guy. And if you know deep down at your core that he's not the right one for you, then please get rid of him. You don't need to do your body a disservice, and all those feelings that you're not addressing are going to multiply into more stressful thoughts, into more acne, into more weight gain or weight loss, into more changes in your period, and so on. My name is Iman. I help girls get a life. Follow.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today's video, we have a very interesting topic. Okay, so we're going to talk about signs that your body is rejecting someone. Okay, have you felt something was off but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? Well, your body might be trying to tell you something important. Okay, so we're going to break it down. If you feel like this, then the body is saying no. Okay, even when your mind might still be on the face. So we're going to talk about physical discomfort. This is when you notice that you feel tense, unease, or even nauseous around him. Your body might be responding to stress or anxiety, which are red flags that something is not right. It's not just nerves or butterflies. This is a gut feeling telling you that you're not comfortable in his presence. You need to pay attention to this, especially it's constant. Another thing, let's talk about attraction. If you find that your initial attraction has faded or you're just not physically drawn to him anymore, it could be your body way of rejecting him. This might manifest as a lack of desire for physical intimacy or even feeling repelled by the idea of getting close. It's more than just losing interest. Your body is communicating a deeper discomfort. Another sign is a sign of feeling drained or exhausted around him. If you notice that you are constantly tired, lacking energy, or just feeling off after spending time with him, your body might be reacting to the emotional strain. This is not just about being tired from a busy day. This is your body response to emotional stress. Okay, changes in appetite can also be a clue. If you are suddenly losing your appetite or convincingly overreacting when you're around him or thinking about him, this could be a sign of emotional distress. Your body might be using food or the lack of it as a way to cope with the emotional discomfort you're feeling. Have you ever noticed unexplained aches or pains when you are with someone? If you're suddenly getting headaches, stomach aches, or muscle tension, your body could be physically manifesting emotional stress. It's like your body is rejecting him on a psychological level, where your mind is influencing your physical health. So if you notice any of these signs, it might be time to reflect on your relationship and consider what your body is trying to tell you. Remember, our bodies are incredibly intuitive, often picking up on things that our minds might not want to acknowledge. Trust your instincts. That is to protect you. So that's what I think. So I think I've been in this situation before where the body is rejecting. Okay, so whenever you meet a person and you just feel off it, you don't want to be with them, or just you want this alone moment. I think these things so happens. Yeah, so if you're having headaches, you're having stomach aches, you're having you feel so exhausted. Yeah, so I think a lot of ladies have been in that space where you're not happy, you're not, yeah. But anyway, things happened, and things happened for a reason. So you just have to trust your instincts, how you feel about being around them, and is it something you want to do, or is it something you want to get out of it, or something like that. Yeah, so I think we should also trust our guts, trust your gut. Whatever your gut is telling you is a thing which is going to happen, because our gut is always protecting us from bad things. Okay, so if you just feel like, okay, this is not right, I think I've been in a situation whereby I feel like this is off, this is not right, like you just have to run away from it. Yeah, so this is your gut telling you you are not in a very good space. Okay, because we deserve a space where you're it's healthy and it's everything. You get my point? Yeah, so you just have to do that. Just trust your gut. Your instincts are always right. Like, you sometimes you do something and you remember, oh, I was feeling like this is why it has gone to this bad way, so if you trusted your instincts or you trusted your gut, you're going to see that you will be less in trouble, because your body, like, those moments where I feel like off, like my body is just shaking, your body is shaking. Why are you shaking? You're like, I'm just feeling like that. This is your body telling you, no, this is not a good space. Like, you just come out some butterflies. So be observing your body, okay? Whenever you are in such a space, in a space where you feel like, okay, I'm not comfortable here. So don't be in such places. You just have to get out of it. Okay, yeah, so a lot of ladies, like, I spoke to a number of ladies where I asked them questions where, have you ever felt like your body is rejecting someone? Yeah, so they had to tell me, yeah, I've been in that situation where I've gone to see someone, but I'm experiencing headache. Okay, just from nowhere, my head is just spinning. You get my point? So after I just observe, like, my head is spinning. I tell the person, oh, I'm not feeling well, I have to go. you know this is your body telling you, okay, this is not a person for you. Yeah, so other one was telling me, no, I have some stomach aches. Whenever I go to that place, I usually have some stomach aches. So yeah, it happens in different ways, guys. Yeah, so that's my thought. I think you can also share yours, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.